Hello, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Look, it's winter here in South Africa. And it's not chilly, but is a little bit chilly. I hope that you all had an amazing week and weekend this far. Last week was such big celebrations for me. I was back in South Africa. My son on the 12th turned 32. My anniversary of my actual Omi and Xander plan on the 12th of May was 5 years old. My husband turned 60 on the 13th of May, and my beautiful grandson all the way in New Zealand turned 9. And my mother had her birthday on Friday the 17th. And for me, that was such a privilege to spend a few days before going to New York with my mother and then going back to spend more time with my mother all the way there in Dallas, Texas. So I hope, my mom, you are my biggest supporter, that you had a beautiful birthday, and I was truly blessed to be able to spend time and hold your hand and dance with you while I was in Dallas. Wish you many more years. So our session today is show is called The Growth Mindset, but I did a quote and I want to read it. My quote say, by taking small steps every day to embrace change, growth into your life, you can achieve your goal yourself. So my beautiful ones, what does growth mean for you? You got get personal growth and then career growth or business growth. What does it mean for you? I've got amazing guests all over the world that is going to come and inspire you today. And I am truly honored that all of my guests is here. I just wanted to make sure. I think we're still waiting for one more lady, but she will probably also join us. But what does personal growth mean for you? It's a self-discovery of who you are. What do you like? What don't you like? And do you know, sometimes when you ask somebody, okay, what do you want? They can tell you exactly what they don't want. But why don't flip the coin and say, this is what I want and this is what I want? I heard this a few years ago, but I remember the Spice Girls because that was one of my daughter's favorite bands. But their song is, tell me what you want, what you really want. So why not ask God and the angels what you want, what you really want, and then put it on paper. And now you need to do some action. Who do you need to talk to help you with your goal? Or what resources do you need? And then take the action. I believe a lot of people say, but I do know what I want, but it never happens. But did you take action? Did you take any action? Okay. I know I'm deep. Like if my grandson was here, I'm deep. Oh me, you deep. And his voice went down like that. So my beautiful ones, first of all, I want to say thank you for being here. If you are a Diamond Beauty on my amazing Diamond Beauties Forever group or a Tanzanite Hero, we cannot come live into Facebook anymore. Facebook have stopped us to come live into our groups. So I know that you are catching us either on E360 channel itself, on Roku, or you are on my YouTube channel. So I want to say thank you so much for Jose Escobar. He is the leader of the Connected Leaders Academy, and he is my sponsor for today's show. Thank you, my beautiful Jose. And here is his video.
Is Jose Escobar. I live in Washington, D.C. area. I'm a family man. I'm an entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. I have communities, I support people, I'm a servant leader, and the list goes on. And I'm primarily the CEO of the Connected Leaders Academy. That's my bread and butter. That's my core offer, right? That's where I put most of my time and energy. And the Connected Leaders Academy is a growing community. It's a tribe of some of the highest level entrepreneurs from all over the world. We're now over 350 plus members, 42 states across the US, and 17 international countries. If you're an entrepreneur out there that's looking to grow personally and professionally, scale your influence, develop your skill sets, move the needle in your business, more money, more clients, right? This is the community for you.
My guest is here. My guest is here. Hello, my beautiful guest. I am so happy to see all of you. And the two ladies, Susan and Sunay, are from the Diamond Beauties Forever group. And the two amazing gentlemen, Timothy and Damien, are from my Tanzanite Euro group. So I'm truly honored, ladies and gentlemen, that you are here. So, my beautiful Susan, I'm going to start with you, and it will be the same question for everyone. So, please, can you introduce yourself and tell us what growth means for you?
Oh, hello, I'm Susan Flerschinger, your vibrant energy engineer, and I am here basically as a servant, many have said here already, to help people in their energy space. So what's flowing, what's not flowing, what's causing pain, and truly getting to the roots of those, clearing those, because we all have a brilliance that is ready to get out and ready to flow and move in our businesses and our personal life. And when things aren't flowing well, we just can't get there well. So my whole role is helping with that, and I'm very highly connected with angels. And so a lot of my work is from angel messaging, and so that's a whole part of how I provide what I provide. For me, growth really is just always wanting to learn, be your best self, moving forward. And so, as you totally said, it's truly asking God and the angels, how can I be my best version of me? What my phrase, what magnificence do you want to create today? Because we are always moving, in my mind, always moving forward. And the best way that we can be is surrendering all that's not useful and doubts, fears, everything, and say, bring in and equip me with what you want me to do and be, and we're just going to fly.
Wow, amazing. So, my beautiful Susan, there's an Afrikaans saying, and I'm going to say it in Afrikaans and then I will translate it. I don't know if the translation will come out as nice, but Sunay will know the Afrikaans saying, as jy stil staan, vrot jy. So, it means if you don't move, if you don't change, you rot.
Yes.
I know when I translate it doesn't sound, but you can ask Sunay, she can show you this Afrikaans saying is like this. It's so beautiful. So, my beautiful Susan, I just wanted to say you helped me with all the time zones and the traveling because you did something on the other side of the world to help me adjust to all the time changes because I had so many time changes in 4 weeks. And then
Indeed.
when I came back to South Africa, so my jet lag in total was 5 days, almost 6 days, but I can say 5 days. And I just want to say thank you so much for
Oh,
all your magic that you bestowed on me. Thank you so much.
oh, you're welcome. Because energy work is regardless of time and space. It's the divine flowing through, connecting with your own intuition, your own space, and helping you heal. Doesn't matter where you are.
Oh, wow. Thank you, my beautiful Susan. I have muted some of you because there was a back noise. So I'm going to unmute Timothy. So, Timothy, the same for you. Please introduce yourself and tell us what growth means for you.
Yes. Hello. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. My name is Timothy T.O. Clay. I'm currently in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm just so amazingly fulfilled to be with Sanet. Sanet is infectious. I love her. I saw her up in New York City walking down Broadway, making things happen with a mom or family. It's just amazing. And everybody that's here tonight, I thank you as well. Susan just hit it on the nail. Uh, it's a growth mindset for me is the inner that real heartfelt inner and being able to give that back. That's that in a nutshell is what it's all about. That connected positiveness that each other brings to the table is so special. I'm an author. I wrote a book called From Here to There, The Prodigal and Back, and I'm a self-admitted young man at 18 years old that got out into the street, started following more than leading, I would say. And it took my journey to somehow ending up being in the United States Marine Corps for over 23 years. I'm a retired veteran today, and I love leadership. I love coaching. Shout out to Jose Escobar, the Connected Leaders Academy. Um, every word that just came out of his mouth, as we heard, is true. Just to be connected, to know right now that someone in Africa, Johannesburg, Ghana, Ethiopia, South Africa, is listening right now and able to hear my voice. I want to say this: growth is God. Growth is looking up at the sky and seeing that beautiful sun shining down every single day. Growth is the rain sometimes. We have to bear the rain as well. But it's the inner. And I love each and every one of you that is listening today. And I know your mom is on here, Sanet. Thank you, ma'am, for bringing this amazing lady into the world because her light is shining. And I'll end it with that. I own T.O. Clay Light Bulb Lessons. T.O. Clay light bulb lessons is simple: light, love, intellect, greatness, health, and truth. And within those five pillars, connected with the true power source, we can't go wrong. So thank you, Sadnat, for allowing me to be here today.
Wow. So my ladies, is going to come inspire our last Zoom meetings on the first Monday of the month. It would have been in April, but all my traveling plans, it couldn't happen. But I will definitely bring Timothy soon back. I think the nearest is going to be in July, and then he'll come and inspire on our live session. So before I continue to tonight, I just have to give the shout out to Joy. Really just glad to be here. We are happy that you are here, my beautiful Joy. And then Sunay, I'm sure you will have to lift up. So I don't know how. Oh no, that's still okay. Awesome to be here. Looking forward to spending time with like-minded individuals. Thank you, my beautiful Sunay. And then I just want to do a shout out, and I hope I'm going to pronounce your name beautifully. Aminil. Go ahead. So thank you so much for giving us some comments in the chat, and all the comments is coming from my YouTube channel. So I'm truly blessed. So my beautiful Sunay, I have unmuted you. Let me ask you, please introduce yourself and tell us what growth means for you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Sonai Swanepoel from Cape Town, South Africa. Such a privilege to be here. I'm a self-awareness and personal growth coach, an author, the editor-in-chief of Diamond Moments magazine, and a wellness advocate for the Terra Essential Oils. So growth for me is a mind that is willing to change. I want to equate it to a seed. A seed is when it's created, it's created with a creation plan. It already knows it has a potential and the opportunity to become a big tree that can give fruit to many or maybe become a piece of furniture one day. But it's true to what it was created to be. And when we have a growth mindset, we have the same opportunity to grow and be true to the creation process that's instilled in us when we are born. But then we have to be willing, like I said, to change, to get out of our comfort zone. Growth takes place 20% outside of our comfort zone. So, growth mindset is a mindset where you are willing to go inward, be aware of where you are, let go of your fear, and move forward.
Oh, thank you, my beautiful Sunay, and my beautiful ladies and gentlemen. Please check out selfloveforme.com. Our a beautiful magazine, Diamond Moments, is there. We have done issue 9 and we're busy with issue 10. And my beautiful Sunay is my editor in chief. And between the two of us, we are doing magic, magic, magic. My beautiful Damien, I know there is you sometimes go with like fizzy, so I'm not sure if it's only you or is it us. But can you please introduce yourself and then also tell us what growth means for you? You unmuted.
Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure being here among such beautiful people. Sane, thank you for inviting me here. It says a lot about who you are by the company you keep, and you keep a very elite group. And I'm happy to be invited here. So, my name is Damien. I'm the founder of Sizewise Closet Coach, and it is a virtual closet audit service, the first of its kind. We help individuals that look in their closets every morning and say they have nothing to wear. We take the guesswork out of getting dressed virtually. So, what growth means to me, to get to the question, is being vulnerable. And I think vulnerability is something that we shy away from because we know vulnerability hurts. It's getting comfortable in dirt. And just to hop on to Sane's analogy of a tree was once a seed. And the seed has to rest in dirt for a very long time before it becomes a strong oak. So it's getting comfortable in those dark places, being vulnerable, and understanding that the pain leads to being stronger. Thanks again for having me here.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much, my beautiful Damien. I just want to tell you the first time I asked you to dance, we had such a beautiful dance. So, my beautiful ladies and gentlemen, if you're not part of my group, Diamond Beauties Forever or Tanzanite Heroes, you will not know, but you can ask all of these amazing guests. When we have our coffee chat, the first thing that we do have a dance. I asked him, what is their forever song? And a forever song is a song that makes you happy. And you can play this song for the rest of your life every day. So my walking on sunshine was on the 12th of May, 5 years every day. 5 years I'm playing my song because my song brings me to the essence of why I wanted to change and how hard I worked to do the change and to keep the change and to bring out my beautifulness. So on Sunday was a very big celebration, the 12th of May. 5 years of walking on sunshine. Ho, ho. So, my beautiful Susan, I wanted to come back to you. When when did the penny drop for you to say, "But this is what I need to continue doing. This is my purpose in life." Can you remember more or less when it happened, and when did you went into this part of your purposeful work that you are doing now? You're unmuted? Oh, sorry. You're
Um,
unmuted. You can go
there
ahead.
we go.
Sorry.
So I am an electrical engineer by schooling and trade for 20 years, and love that work very much. I'm a mind research kind of a person, and my father unexpectedly passed away with pancreatic cancer in 2001. And so while I loved what I was doing, everything was great with my family. I put the question out there, dear God, what legacy do you want me to leave? Because I knew that there was something more than what I was already doing. And so that was right soon after that was when I was guided to all of these different ways of operating, working with the angels, learning energy medicine, all the modalities that go along with that. Because I was told that there is more work for you to be doing here, and I travel a lot, and it turns out that Italy is kind of one of those places, the hilltops, the Alps, that it just all of those places. I have had kind of really direct encounters with some angels and with God that I really the messaging is it's time that now is the time. And so when that happened, I had kind of been doing all of these learnings and understandings and practicing to so that you can be good at what you're doing. And right after that, it says, "This is time." So on my 20-year anniversary of my software job, I quit, and I said, it's time to figure out how to do this more broadly." And it's just been moving ever since. And just more recently, doing the being an author in some books. I have my own Thank You Angels book. All of that piled together because people need to know about the angels and their purposes and their resources in our lives to make life, absolutely magnificent. So that's my starting story, and my purpose is, while it's not changing, it's growing. It's definitely growing every day almost, which is fabulous because people, I get to serve people in the way that I'm being told to serve.
Wow, I love it. And what is your superpower?
My my superpower, I would say, is there's an angel. I'm an angel messenger, angel messages messenger, and again, my vibrant energy engineer is I bring the whole engineering, the science, the down to earth pieces of energy work to the world. So I kind of have two pieces.
I love it. I love it. So that's amazing. I am so happy that, sometimes people go through the whole life and they are in a position where they feel they don't even want to wake up the next day because they have to go to work. They're not purposeful driven. And to be in your purpose every day, it is magic. It is
Oh,
like,
it is magic.
it is magic, magic, magic. Yes, exactly. So ask you the same question, but before I come to you, I just want to say Joy said, yes, vulnerability is a secret. Let me just bring it up. So, sorry, my beautiful Damien. It was when you were speaking. Yes, vulnerability is a secret source to love. Thank you, Joy. And then what below is above. I love that. And then I was talking about the dancing, and then Joy said, "Oh, I love that, Sanet." So, my beautiful Timothy, let me just see, you are unmuted. Can you please tell us, when did things change for you? When did you decide, but this is my God's given plan that I need to fulfill?
Oh man, I would say, to be honest, in prayer time, quiet time, quiet space time, because I think that that's very important. And to be quite frank, my career, living a life as a Marine day in and day out, it can get very chaotic. And as Susan was saying, traveling and being responsible for a lot of different individuals, different personalities, different backgrounds, different culture, all the different things. I had to start realizing that self preservation is very important, and I think through writing, I've always been writing since high school. I love to write. I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop music. I love all genres of music. I love country. I love gospel. I love folk, heavy metal. Shout out to ACDC. I love ACDC too. But music and writing really helped me to center. It gave me a sense of putting it down on paper and it becoming, a tangible thing, physically being able to look at it, writing those goals, and trying my best to manifest those goals into real purpose. So that's pretty much, still today. Writing my book as an author, it was the hardest thing I've ever done, Sonny. It's the hardest thing I've ever done because I had to go back within the catacombs of myself and realize that I did hurt people along the way throughout my journey. Uh, I did wrong individuals. I hurt my family because, again, we've been centering this topic around love as well. And like Damien said, without vulnerability, there is no growth. Not real growth, just in my personal opinion. And we all have an opinion, but to be vulnerable, to be empathetic, uh, I've been thinking a lot and meditating a lot on the illities, meaning responsibility, accountability. Uh, those illities are so important when we look back in the reflection of self and really find that inner God within us. So, yeah, that would be it for me, Sunny.
Wow, thank you. And what's your superpower?
Oh man, I would say I would say I'm a master builder. I love to connect dots. I love to tell someone who's on their way to, Johannesburg, South Africa. I know an amazing lady out there. And I don't care what you do. I don't care what sites you see. You better find time to try to reach out to this woman. So I think that's my true superpower is connecting people. Uh,
Yes.
and I love it. I really do.
Wow. I love that. Thank you so much, beautiful Timothy. My beautiful Sine, the same question for you. When did you decided, but this is what I'm going to do, my purposeful driven God's plan job? Ah,
Sanet,
let
I've
me just make
always,
sure.
yeah,
Yes. Yes, you
I've
can
always
go
had
ahead.
this heart and this desire to make the world a better place, to leave it a better place than I found it. But I think the big change for me came when I had my breakthroughs and when I changed, when I went through coaching and I saw the effect it had on my life and I realized the power in that. And then I wanted it for everyone else because I saw the freedom that came from that. And that took me from a growth mindset to a beneficial mindset where I'm not just doing it for myself anymore, but for the greater good.
I love that. And Sunay, what is your superpower?
I've got a few connection, like Timothy said, and then to see the ability in people that they don't see themselves anymore. There's a song, Sanet, you will know, it's Spruitjies, where she says, I wish I can see you through can see myself through your eyes. That's one of them, and I'm a problem solver. I always find a way.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much, Sunay. Damien, same question for you, my beautiful one.
So when did I decide to do what I'm doing right now? That's the question.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't have a singular answer for that, but I can share something that I think might help answer the question. So throughout my life, I think there's been many moments that led me here. And there's kind of three profound moments in my life, I think, that got me here. The first time was getting lost once when I was young, and I thought I wasn't going to be here anymore. I thought that was going to be the expiration. It was on a trip to the highest peak in Jamaica, and it changed my life. That's the first time Mother Nature kind of put me in detention, and I learned a lot from that experience. The second time was when my grandmother took her eternal vacation, changed everything for me, and the last time was in 2012. I was diagnosed with cancer. But the good news is I was diagnosed cancer free the same year and I haven't been sick since 2012. So the combination of those experiences slowly gave me confidence to do what I'm doing today. Every one of those moments showed me that the thing I was afraid of wasn't so scary. So it gave me the opportunity to step into it less fearless than the normal or average bear. So I think that's kind of what got me here. And knowing that tomorrow will come. And if I'm here for it, I'm going to start putting some breadcrumbs down. And that's what started me on the journey.
Wow, that's so. When if my grandson was here, that's so deep. I mean, it's deep in the heart. But I'm gonna stay with you before asking you for your superpower. You were talking about fear. Is this something that you can bestow on not only the Diamond Beauties and Tanzanite Euros, but on all the viewers on E360 TV on fear? Because I believe a lot of people is so scared to do the next step because of fear of other people or fear of something. Can you elaborate on that, please, my beautiful Damien?
Oh, absolutely. And I've thought about it a lot. I've actually done an illustration on what my interpretation of fear is. And fear and bravery coincide in the same space. In order to gain bravery to dominate fear, it's like going for the last fruit at the end of a mango tree that's hanging over a cliff. You have to meet it where it is. No one else can bring bravery to you, and you have to go and find fear for yourself. So if you're really hungry, you're gonna go get that mango that's at the edge of the cliff on the end of that tree. So it's a symbiotic relationship, and we have to decide how hungry we are. And if we're not strong enough to go get it, we're not that hungry.
You just gave me goosebumps. I had to bring out the glasses. It was amazing. I love that. Susan, what do you think about that? Oh,
I am a I am a doer and a goer and a driver, and I know when there's things that take me to my knees, that I need to stop and pray and figure out what is this trying to tell me to go in the direction that I am meant to go in. And fears, doubts, I'm not good enough, all of those things are they're obstacles that we have to break through. And they come, they can come daily. But I am choosing, though, to say, okay, I am not staying in this. I'm going to learn from this, and I am moving forward. And I just put my smile on, and I move forward in what's the best way. So it's definitely a learning, but I don't dwell on it, and I surrender it as quickly as I can, because we don't have to take on those burdens forever or even that long.
I
We can
love it.
just move forward.
Yes, I love it. So, Damien, do you know what I do? So, I had to do something very big in New York. So, I had to make sure because sometimes when you have to do a big thing, you normally just speak, and then sometimes words come out, and that's a thing 5 years ago that I made a decision to. I was always the one to quickly talk, and then afterwards I was. I should have rather do this. So I have made a decision 5 years ago when I changed my whole lifestyle, everything. I changed everything. I made a decision before doing something big or saying something big to a person. I need to go inwards and look at that person and see what can I learn from that. And then, do you know what I do? So I was in the bathroom. and I played not my forever song, because my forever song had nothing to do with fear, but I played that song, Eye of a Tiger. This is my fearful song when I'm scared. I play Eye of the Tiger, and I was dancing, but it's in my typical. And in America, I don't understand why all your public toilets have, or restrooms have, big spaces underneath. I don't understand why. Here in South Africa, it's closed down. There's no space. So I didn't understand. So I had people that stopped in the tracks. It was not too loud because I was playing here, and I was dancing. And after dancing, because before dancing, I asked God if He can give me the right message to say and speak when I'm finished dancing. And yes, fear was a very big thing for me, and fear of being judged, because my thing is I did lose a whole person in weight, but that was a very big thing for me. So I love the way that you said it, for the mango tree. So thank you for that. I had to bring out my glasses for you. So my beautiful Damien, what is your superpower?
Anna, thank you for sharing that story. So yeah, you're absolutely right. It's the action. The action is everything, right? It starts with a thought, then the word, and then we have to act on those things, or else it's just a dream. So my superpower, I would say, is more observation. I observe things and I see patterns in recognizing the thing that's in front of me. And once we embrace the thing that's in front of us completely without resentment, it becomes the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And that's my superpower.
So now, isn't this gentleman so deep? He is so amazing. Cindy editing sent him my way and she said, Sanet, you have to meet this young man. He is amazing. What do you think, Sunay?
I loved what he said because he reminded me of my Forever song from Pink.
Tell,
Trustful.
yeah,
At
tell
some
us your
time,
favorite song, yes.
trustful from Pink. At some stage, you just have to let go of everything and fall. There's something worth falling for. You just need to decide if it's worth it or not. And she says, just do it. And boom, the fear's gone.
Um,
I love it. Thank you. So, my beautiful Timothy, I'm going to quickly stay with fear before coming to ask you all another question. So, being a Marine for so long, I cannot even comprehend what fear that you have had to go through. What was the biggest one that helped you? And then what was the advice that you gave to all your, I don't know if you call it your troops or your
Yes,
soldiers?
yes,
Yes.
yes. Marines. I would say the biggest fear was leaving home for the first time. And I know that may not be the big scary in Iraq and Afghanistan, and I'm a person of nature. I love, I feel connection. So truth be told, the teamwork aspect of it is one of the greatest things we use to overcome fear. Resilience is resilience. I mean, I could think of harsh times, obviously, but I'm all about peace. Peace is positive. You know, uh, oh man, I just felt something. You know, it's oh man, like I'm having a Holy Spirit moment, and I'm just being honest because you know in terms of fear, we used to tell troops all the time, like, forget every adverse reaction. And just that simple, breakdown of that word, forget every adverse reaction, because we know it's coming. That's what we train to do. We train to take care of one another. All the myriad of days that, whether we're in California, mountainous terrain, out in the ocean, wherever we are, the whole goal is, anytime we face adversity, we have to keep moving forward. So that forward momentum is very important. But I could go all day about that one, Sanet. Fear, as everyone said and alluded to, uh, it
No,
starts with a belief in self. So yeah,
yes.
move forward.
Um, oh, thank you so much, Timothy, for that. So I'm going to give all of you 2 minutes. I will tell you why. I wanted you to give the audience something about your experience with growth, or if you have special or tips for a growth mindset. And then I would love you to tell the audience also where can they get hold of you. And then after that, we will be asking your golden nuggets, and then see how much time we still have left. So, Susan, if I can start with you, do you have any tips or anything from your life that you can share that can help the audience out there with growth mindset? And then can you also tell the audience where can they get hold of you? Before I do ask you to continue, my beautiful viewers out there, and also the gentlemen and ladies on the group, everywhere I've advertised my beautiful guest contact details, and some of the platforms there was space enough for their bios, other spaces there were only space for their contact details. So please connect with them, follow them. They can also You can also learn something from them, and they are truly amazing. So my beautiful Susan, if I can then start with you. Thank you.
Oh man, I've got so many tips. But most recently, I created with a good business partner and friend now a framework. It's called SOAR, so SOAR, and that really is, it's a surrender to God, open to receive those blessings. Ask, and ask big. We are not meant to play small. We're meant to ask big, and then respond, which is the action part. Receive, respond. So it's kind of that R is double fold. But if we can pause and just take a moment each day, multiple times a day, but each day, and just see where you're at, you know, surrender what you need, celebrate what you've done, celebrate what's gone wrong, and just be able to receive and ask so you can take your next action step. It just can change. It changes the whole direction, the whole day, the whole everything. And so that's my biggest tip. And then I always ask a question of the day, and that's part of my later thing. So I can talk about that next if you want me to. But
Okay, now you can go ahead, please. I think it's now the best time to put it in. And here's my glasses. I'm not going to take it off because it's beautiful.
thank you, thank you. So my golden nugget is a question, and it's, dear God, what magnificence can we create today? And I truly do start my day with that question, because first of all, it's open ended. I'm not saying it's got to work this way and this way, and it's literally, I want to create an amazing life for me and all those that I can be around. So that's a question that I ask every single morning. And so that is another tip. It's, how do you want to start your day? Do you want to start your day in that, okay, I'm here, the divine's here with me, and what do we get to do? And putting a question out there to create your day, there's just nothing better than that. So
And how
that's
can people get hold of you?
So form2soar.com. So form to soar is my business. Form2soar.com is my website. And just right now, this quick is my email. I just love to be able to have a conversation with you. And Susan's Energy at gmail.com. It's just the fastest way. I've got LinkedIn and Facebook and all those, but just the way we can just really directly interact, I would love to chat with anyone.
Thank you, my beautiful Susan. So, Timothy, 2 minutes. Can you give us some tips, and then can you please tell us what where can people get hold of you, even if it's just your website, because all of your other details is on your website, but your website. Thank you so much, Timothy.
Absolutely. There
Here
we
you
go.
go,
There we go.
Timothy. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So www.lightbulblessons.com. Obviously, you come there, see what we're all about. Leadership coaching. We help professionals develop as leaders, work on the overall work life balance, uh, help men to be better at home, better in the community, and just continue to spread that love and that light throughout. Golden nugget. Oh man, time is of the essence. I mean, we look all around us. There's a lot of things out there going on in the world, and waste no time. And I would definitely say that the simple three things I'd like to leave anyone with is pray every single day. If you don't have a relationship with the Creator, try to find one because He's real. That's a promise. Number two, I would say read every day. Put knowledge back into yourself. And as the great Soné said, the more knowledge you put back within you, you could spread that love and light throughout the universe. And lastly, don't procrastinate because, like I said, time is of the essence. So, again, thank you so much, and I'm so blessed to just be able to listen to everybody today, man. Thank you so much.
Wow, Timothy, you gave me goosebumps. Sunay, please tell us what is your golden nugget, and then give us your tips, and then your how can people get hold of you. You've got 2 minutes.
Okay, my golden nugget. We've got one life to live. Be happy and be the highest version of ourselves. Go live it. You just do it. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and my handle is at Coach Sonai Swanepoel. And my tips are like a seed, you already have everything that you need inside yourself. You just need to trust the process. Let go, let God. And if you don't know how to access that, get someone that can help you. But what you need is inside yourself already.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, my beautiful. So now you are all giving me goosebumps, but like here in the neck, in the neck. My beautiful Damien. Lastly, but not the least, my beautiful one, can you give us tips? How can people get hold of you? And what is your golden nugget?
Yeah, thank you for asking. So you can get a hold of me at sizewiseclosetcoach.com. All the contact information is there. My email is also attached to that website, and that's the easiest way to get in touch with me. For my social handles, it's Damien, Damion, the letter P, at Damien on Instagram and everywhere else. My tip is, or just a golden nugget, is that what you asked for?
You can give us your golden nugget and a tip or two or three.
Okay, so the golden nugget for me and what I've always shared is it's kind of a mantra that I greet individuals with. And when they ask how I'm doing, I say I'm swimming upstream with my head above water. Depending on who's in front of me, it triggers different reactions. And it helps me understand who's in front of me. So the purpose for me saying it is understanding that if we are choosing our own path, it is a swim. We have to go against obstacles. And if we choose to go with the flow and where the current takes us, we cannot complain. And that's kind of a part of the growth mindset, right? Is understanding that and changing our pronouns. It's not about them, it's not about they, it's about me and I. What are you doing? Because a big part of it says the harder it gets, the closer you are. Thank you for having me.
Wow, amazing. And, and you know, my beautiful Damien, sometimes when it gets so hard, people give up. But I just don't know. The next week they would have been there. They would have been there.
And it could have been
Sometimes,
tomorrow. Right.
yes, yes. So my beautiful Damien, that was deep, but I've got goosebumps, and you also got my glasses. Sunai, you were amazing. Timothy, you were amazing. Susan, you were amazing. So my beautiful viewers out there, did you enjoy my guests? They were amazing. And I have originally had Sunay, and then the two other guests could not make it. And then I actually asked Damien if he could come. And then I dreamt that Susan, Timothy, and another lady is going to be here. I'm so sorry, Chanel is not here. But I normally, if God tells me something or I get a dream, I just do it. I don't question. But our show is boom shakalaka. Amazing, amazing. So, my beautiful ones, I hope that you have enjoyed my guest. And then remember, you cannot sit still or stand still. Then you rot. Life is change. I always say life is two steps to the front and one step back. It depends on you how long you're going to be in your back foot. So I want to say thank you for being here, but I've got an important question for my guest. Just give me a second. My beautiful Susan, Timothy, Sunay, and Damien, will you have a dance with me?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. And Sunay, here we go. So, my beautiful viewers out there, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes. Here we go.
Walking on
In the
sunshine,
sunshine.
on dancing in the rain. Sprinkle me with fairy dust so I can fly away. Smiling at a moonbeam or squinting in the sun. Sprinkle me with fairy dust and cover me with
Look here, look here.
love. From butterflies to eagles. Oh,
Bye
there's
bye,
magic in
everyone.
the